profiteer.
That was a former Microsoft employee who was fired just days after speaking out at Microsoft's 50th anniversary celebration. Her crime? Publicly questioning how the AI she helped build was deployed in war zones. Think about it. When we join tech companies, we imagine how our work will help others solve problems, create opportunities, not selecting bombing targets. This clip has sparked heated debate on the internet about who controls AI and what they are using it for. Let's break it down, what really happened here and why it matters for anybody building or using AI today. Turns out that Microsoft has $133 million contract with Israel's Ministry of Defense. They have over 13.6 petabytes of highly classified military projects and data stored on Microsoft servers. And since October 2023, Israel's usage of Microsoft's AI and cloud services has increased almost 200 times what it was before. But this isn't just about cloud storage, it's about what happens with that data. An AP investigation shows that AI tools from Microsoft and OpenAI were reportedly used to generate bombing targets during strikes in Gaza and Lebanon. But let's analyze this for a second. Is Microsoft directly programming airstrikes? No. Helping automate the decisions in Warzone? Now that's the concern. It's a classic question of dual use of AI. Tools made for business productivity are used in warfare. And this is what makes people uncomfortable, especially when the same company says its mission is to empower every person and organization. Now you might think, if this is causing so much backlash, why doesn't Microsoft walk away from the deals? One reason, money. Another and bigger reason, power. Microsoft is no longer a software company. It's a core player in global AI infrastructure. And through its $13 billion partnership with OpenAI, Microsoft not only has exclusive access to advanced AI models, but a 49% shares of the profit and the rights to use those models commercially. And by plugging those models into its Azure cloud platform, Microsoft now powers everything from ChatGPT to enterprise-grade AI services used by governments, militaries, and Fortune 500 companies. This strategic position gives Microsoft two major advantages: control over who gets access to the most powerful AI and steady stream of revenue from institutional clients. That means if you are using GPT-4 inside your business app, there's a good chance you're going through Microsoft. And here's where it gets interesting. Microsoft AI's CEO, Mustafa Suleyman, openly said they are taking a fast follow strategy, meaning they wait, see what works, and then quickly replicate it with fewer risk and lower cost. Isn't that smart business? Sure, but it also means Microsoft is gaining control without doing most of the pioneering. And with their size, that could push out smaller players before they even get started. So what does all this mean for rest of us? First, there's the economic impact. Microsoft's AI strategy is reshaping entire industries. A UN report warns that AI could impact 40% of global jobs within this decade. And when companies rely on Microsoft AI to automate, who bears this burden? Often, it's the worker in lower skilled sectors who face job cuts first. And then there's a macro angle. Microsoft has been seeking Trump administration to loosen AI chip export restrictions. They argue that limits could drive allies like India, Israel, and Switzerland towards China for AI infrastructure. Meanwhile, a UN report notes that 118 countries, mostly from the global south, are absent from AI governance discussions, with Microsoft and other tech giants dominating the conversation. Microsoft may not be breaking laws, but legally isn't the same as integrity. And we have to question what good really means. The lesson here is not about one company's choice. It's about how AI's future is being shaped while most of us are still figuring out what AI even is. If you want different outcomes, we need to understand the tools ourselves. As entrepreneurs and builders, we need to ask ourselves what kind of AI world we want to create, how can we use these powerful tools responsibly, and how do we stay ahead of the curve? Because the reality is AI is here to stay. Those who understand it will thrive. So if you are ready to make AI work for you rather than the other way around, hit subscribe and